Hey everybody, Boris. Welcome to the weekly technicals for the crosses for October 10th to October 14th, 2016. And I think the story in the crosses this week is really a story of cable weakness and caddy weakness, dollar CAD weakness. And I think that's really where I want to be focusing most of my attention. So as far as cable weakness, the cleanest trade to me, if you don't want to do pound Swiss, is actually euro pound with resistance 92, support at 88. I think there's clearly more potential here. I mean, I like the pound to the upside anyways because we were looking at the I like the euro to the upside because we're looking at the euro trade on the majors as a pure trade against the dollar. But I think the more interesting point here is that the pound does fall again. If it begins to sort of move towards the lows we spiked on Friday, you certainly have a chance of a retest of the 92s. I'll take a look at the charts here and I'll show you exactly where I see the analogs. The other trade that's interesting to me, Kiwi CAD to the upside. This is the relative strength of the Kiwi here, the relative weakness of the caddy that I see coming in with the resistance 97, support at 94. I like it. I like buying it here. It's close to support. I think it has potential here to go a little bit higher. And then the other trade here, this is sort of the continuation of dollar weakness. And if you're going to trade dollar weakness of the yen, I mean, sorry, let me rephrase this. If you're going to trade yen strength for at least the next couple of days, meaning that we still have potential maybe here to go to 101.50, 102 on dollar yen. What's pretty clear here is that the Canadian dollar is really not rallying against the dollar, so the CAD yen to the downside is a very interesting potential. Let's take a look at the charts here and just see what I mean on all of the moves here. Sorry, just bear with me here a second. There we go. Let's first of all take a look at the euro pound trade and let me show you the analogs of what I mean. So the analog here, not quite the same, but you see this massive breakout. We had a retrace down to the bottom, and then of course a continuation further here. This is what was that? The close about 81.25. So you figure about 81 was the retrace, and it ultimately went all the way up to 86 before kind of trailing back. The trade here to me that I think is interesting is the buy at 89. To the downside. In other words, we're at 90 now. If we have any kind of retrace down to the 90s, the potential here for a further move back up to those 92s is very strong. I would actually, frankly, this is a trade where you really don't know. I think it's more important to get a toe hold in this trade than it is to try to find a perfect level of entry. And therefore, you could probably scale in at market and then half down with a stop below the breakout. I mean, if we get below the lows here, so the low here is 88.26. If you get below the 88s, then yeah, the trade is kind of broken. I think the spike, the thesis that this was a spike high, just becomes true. But if you think there's continuation here, which I believe there is, entry here, entry down if you need be for a secondary position with a stop at 88, probably a very interesting trade here as the week develops. The other trade, of course, is the Kiwi relative strength. This is just sort of the calm dollar strength. It looks very good in the charts here with nice support 94s, looking like we're starting to break out towards the 95, 96 level. And there's plenty of room here to run all the way out to 97. This is just basically Canadian dollar weakness, a Kiwi dollar strength trade. And the last look that I wanted to see is very sharp break. Now, what's interesting here is it's not just that we have a sharp break here with the Canadian dollar losing a lot of steam here, and the yen, of course, helping, is that if you look at it on a longer term basis, it's a very clear downtrend. And a failure here at 78.50 does put us basically any kind of a rally against the 78.50 looks like a great opportunity to put your toe in against a potential move all the way out to the 75, 76 levels. So those are the better trade ideas in my opinion. It's basically really comes down to two ideas: cable weakness, caddy weakness, with a mild dose of Kiwi strength on a relative basis. I think if we stick to those themes as the week develops, probably could have some interesting trades here on the cross side. Wish you guys the best luck, the best of trading. Boris, over and out.